Good afternoon, Pio Nation. I hope you are doing well. I know it took a couple minutes to get everything set up, but we are finally ready to go. We'll start with introductions. My name is Matt Williamson.
And I'm Dylan Poles.
And once again, you are watching Marietta College Esports. So today is a very special day because we're going to have our first Valorant match in Marietta College history.
Yeah, making history. New team, new beginnings.
Yeah. It just took a couple minutes to get everything set up because we had to do the map picks and bans with the other team. We are playing against... Oh, who were you playing against? I can't remember. I had it written down. DePaul University. Yes, why did I forget that all of a sudden? But yes, we are playing against DePaul University. This is a single elimination qualifier tournament. So if we win, we move on. If we lose, we go home. So there is a lot at stake here. It is a best of 3. So while we're getting things set up in the lobby, I'm going to go ahead and give the roster of our Valorant team. Meanwhile, just double checking chat to make sure everything is good to go. But the roster that I'll be playing for today, we have our captain, sophomore Tyler Salnitra Azadale. Senior Morgan White Neptune will not be playing for us today. He had to take care of some other stuff, but that's okay. We have freshman Kent Grubbunk playing for us. Freshman Connor Shook the Spaceman also on the team. And freshman Hayden Weigers Vincent Eyes, which, by the way, it is his birthday today. So let's all wish Hayden a very special happy birthday as he is competing for the Valorant team. So get those happy birthdays in the chat, folks. And then we also have freshman Stacy Swartz Gearwolf playing for us. We do have the lobby set up here. Just to let you know, the first map will be Bind. Marietta will be attacking first on that one. Next map will be Haven. Marietta will be defending. And then if we do go to a map 3, it will be Icebox with Marietta attacking first. Okay, I don't know much about this lobby here. Is there supposed to be like a lobby chat in here as well?
I don't. Well, yeah, there's a chat in the corner. They haven't really said anything yet. So.
Okay, no, okay, just making sure. I haven't played a whole lot of Valorant, just in case you guys were wondering. But yeah, so just trying to see. I think they're waiting for Jelly. Jelly's in game, it appears to be. So they're maybe waiting for him to get ready, and then we'll be underway. So while we are waiting, we'll go over just a couple quick announcements. So just to look at the schedule for the rest of the day, like I was hinting at the other day, it was going to be a pretty busy day with our NACE tournament. We could be here for 2 hours. We could be here for 6 hours. It just kind of depends on how the qualifier tournaments go. Because we have the match right now, and if we win, there'll be another match around 2 o'clock Eastern time. And if we win that, there'll be another match around 6 o'clock. Or I'm sorry, 4 o'clock, my mistake. And then later tonight, our Overwatch team will be playing against Lords University as part of the Great Lakes Esports Conference. So we may have quite a few matches for you today. And I think, yeah, it looks like DePaul is ready. So I'm going to make sure I get the audio set up here. All right. I think we can hear that okay. There we go. And looks like Marietta said this ready, and they're ready to go, so we should be ready too. And I did not get my stream deck set up for the overlay, but that's okay. I have it. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
There we go.
So, all right.
We're ready. I can't find.
Although, I gotta swap to the other side. Hold on. Wrong sides. Let's fix that. I gotta make sure Marietta's on the correct side. There we go. Marietta's on the attacker side, and DePaul is on the defender side. All right. So Dylan here is a more experienced Valorant player than I am, so he's going to be able to provide some great insight into some of these picks. So going on the Marietta side, what stands out to you so far with these picks?
You know, it kind of seems pretty common picks. You know, Reyna, she's a great duelist. She's going to take 1v1. She's able to heal off the frag she get. Jet is just played so often right now, especially, you know, player more aggressive. She has great movement. She's able to move around. Viper got a buff a little while ago, which made her a little bit more viable. She's a good area kind of control op. I can't think of the person in the middle. I forgot her name, but she has a bunch of different like animal abilities, I'll call it. So she has like a
choose your agent,
kind of like a wolf she could send out, and she could see like where characters are, and then she has some stuns that will follow people. Then we got Killjoy as the last pick, which is pretty good defender op. She can set up little turrets, and she's got these pretty annoying grenades that do a lot of damage.
The agent's name is Sky, by the way. Now that we
Sky,
can see.
okay,
There we go.
There we go. Yep. Defense, there's a Viper as well. Raze, which personal favorite for me. She's got big grenades. She's able to move around pretty well.
Okay. Now I gotta remember how to use all these buttons for the different perspectives. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna try to look at from Marietta's perspective. Let's look at Vincent and I's, our birthday boy here. We'll watch from his perspective first. Although I'm pretty sure there is an overview to see everything. I just wish I remember what that was. But okay. So take a look at so they're buying out. So very first round, for someone who's new to the game like me, what would be your buy strategy for this first round?
I mean, it's all pistols. It's a pistol only round. Usually you could either start with the basic pistol, get some light armor, maybe buy some of your utility. Some people go for an upgraded pistol. He's got the Ghost here, which is a pretty solid pistol. Shoots pretty quick, big clip. So that gadget he did right there, that was like Reyna's orb. So basically, if the enemy looks into it, they're stunned so they gotta shoot it. So she's good at throwing that around corners, and she can take the corner. She's actually in a gunfight. Does a good amount of damage. Gets healed up a little bit here. Grenade does come in, but it doesn't connect with anyone. So Marietta is able to get the bomb planted. I know there's two on the other site here. People to the left there.
So they're rotating around.
And they get the first frag. They lit up the second, but not able to fully finish it. Hopefully, alright, Spike is down, so they will have to get there to be able to plant it.
And nice pick there.
Yep, and he is healing right back up. So that's why Reyna's so good. She'll lose her health and get it right back. So.
And 1-for-1 trade between Spaceman taking out Ghosty, but Bam Gravity is going to take him down
right now. So Spike is down.
30 seconds left.
Let's see if Marietta is able to pull this one. Does get that triple frag.
Last player standing.
Shot in the back. So it is a 1v1 with 15 seconds left.
It's gonna be up to Azadale.
Azadale's actually teleporting, and looks like he's gonna plant on the other side.
But he's got a plant now, right? Time's running out.
Yeah, time is. Ooh, he ran out of time there. He just wasn't able to rotate quick enough. So I think he kind of knew that if he was going to try to plant on the other site, they would have just pushed and he wouldn't have been able to get it off. So he's trying to rotate to the other site, but just sadly ran out of time. But came down to a 1v1. Good first round from Marietta. Definitely some good frags here, so.
Okay, let's see if there's a way to get the overview here. I'm going to look up the controls.
Yeah, that's good. I have not used Observer mode for Valorant, so I do not know.
I haven't either. I wish Drayton knew here, because he actually commentated a lot of Valorant matches over the summer. But okay, so what kind of buy strategies are we seeing here? It looks like we're seeing a pretty good buy from...
Yeah, still pistol round from Marietta. Full eco from Lords.
Devolve. That's okay.
Boom bot. He comes in, but doesn't connect, so he's gonna help.
Alright, let's see if this does anything. Okay. Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
There we go. Let's see, Marietta has to take this. Sending the blinding ward, but
Ghosty is going to take out Bonk.
Viper actually exposed her.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B. Flawless.
And just a very strong performance by the Paul that round.
Yep. It's definitely tough with you know, the economy in this game. Sometimes they have better weapons and that's how they win the round. But Marietta finally has some money, so we will be able to get some weapons now. Oh, it looks like it's just gonna be a full eco. Everyone on the board. Back. Anyone's coming. Off the other side. Marietta takes the first frag, so 5v4 here. Let's see if they're able to get the bomb down this time. Definitely help out.
Still in sight.
Yeah, it looks like Gear is going to be planting, but going to get interrupted in that process and almost gets taken out. But 2 from Marietta have fallen.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
1v4, and Marietta does fall there, but just a tough round, but they'll probably be able to bring things back now. They're able to get their economy up, able to full buy. Phantom buy, it's kind of like, think of like, I don't know how familiar you are with CS, but it's kind of like the M4. So it's a little less damage, a lot more accurate than the Vandal. And the Vandal does more damage, but it's less accurate. It's kind of the trade-off you get, so.
Okay, yeah, I could see them doing that because they, it seems like accuracy has been a big thing they've been working on during practice, so something that can improve their accuracy would be good. And let's see how it pays off here. And unfortunately, Visanize is going to be taken down by Jelly. Oh, there's that button. Okay, that's not what that does. Okay, so Caps Lock actually can see the positioning where everyone's at. Okay.
Is going to. They're down a man.
They're trying to work their way around. Looks like they're going to be rotating over to Site B. Azadale with the spike, but he gets taken out very quickly.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
And all that's left is Gear Wolf.
30 seconds
She's got
left.
to fall back. Not much she can do.
That's just a tough spot she was put in. They're definitely pinching her out of there, so. They're not able to get sort of eco going. Good. They might do kind of, it's like, I don't know, might be a full eco.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
full eco, all specters. All we see is one Vandal, spectre, and 3 Phantoms. So.
yeah, and we're seeing old the Paul is just using pretty much going pretty much all out with the full buy with everything. All right, looks like Marietta is trying to head towards over to Site B.
Across.
And Azadale gets flanked from behind.
Take out the teleporter. Raze uses a little boost, so she's able to kind of like throw it down and kind of explode over a little bit. So.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Oh. Okay, this did not go. Going in here, they should have a better economy this round, so they should be able to get a pretty solid buy. Yeah, we're seeing. Oh. On armor, so like a little bit more of an eco, some full armor might help. Yeah, the economy in Valorant is just tough. If you're definitely gotta either save up fully or kind of win a bunch of rounds to be able to bank some of those credits. So
Yeah, the thing that gets really difficult is the fact that Marietta's struggling to get picks. So like DePaul is just accumulating more and more credits.
Right.
So even if they do get taken down, lose everything, they're going to be able to do a full buy in the next round, and they'll have enough to do full buys for several rounds in a row. And we're already seeing a very early trade.
Alright, so 1v1 trade.
Toxins going up.
I don't know what Marietta falls, so there's a 3v4. Double damage, but nothing too crazy.
Spike down A.
4. Not coming in.
Last
Where's
player
that? Falls
standing.
for Raze.
Right now, Bonk is the only one that's left. Now, here's the thing that Marietta needs to look at. They have 4 ults ready to go. So if they're going to try to get back in this, they're going to need to start using some of those ults to make a play.
Right, they do need to take a round to definitely help out their economy a little. Looks like they're able to do buys, so definitely kind of a force buy to make sure they have the weapons they need, but
But they really need to take this round if they're gonna. It looks like Nice is gonna keep with the pistol. No, never mind. He buys at the last second, but
You got the Spectre. You got the Guardian for a second to the Spectre. We'll let you go for him, but Phantom's for everyone else, so.
okay. So we're seeing Nice going in very early. Jelly's gonna be right there waiting for him, and gets taken out.
Nice ball. So 4v5.
Smoke's down.
Really calls him smoke, just to make sure no one else pushes. And it might be going A long, so. I'm sorry, that's the B long.
I've got your trail.
Asdale gets taken out.
Down B.
Naja does have her all, but she probably just banked for another round, so she gets a little lower. Yep. We'll use her ult now, but.
Last player standing.
Yeah, it just seems like the Pauls be able to react very quickly. Like as soon as they see someone, they just go right for the head.
Valorant is definitely very game-based, kind of compared to something like Siege, you know, something I play. So it's very, if you have better aim and you got good aim, you're gonna get those frags and win those gunfights. So, looks like Marietta is back to an eco. Hopefully they will be able to pull this round off.
It's gonna be a challenge because they're just not getting any picks. So
Exactly.
DePaul's been able to keep that same full buy for multiple rounds and not using a whole lot.
Get out of my way.
They're almost maxed out. You get one with the ghost, so they will actually be able to hopefully pick up Viper's gun.
But this Nice does able to get an early pick, so this might be the advantage that Marietta needs. Although Spaceman does get taken out.
She puts down her ult, so she's actually able to get
Player
everyone
standing.
out of her. But it is a 1v5. That does miss her shot, which is tough. So a little explanation for everyone out there. So Killjoy, her ult, she puts down a beacon, and anyone who's caught in the beacon, anyone on the other team who's caught in the beacon is kind of like locked. So they move super slowly, and they can't use their guns. They're able to destroy the beacon though to be able to break free, and I believe it's, I want to say like 10 seconds they're locked in it. So it kind of pushes everyone out of sight. So that's what Marietta was trying to do that time, but it didn't work out too well. And Jet, she has like these flying blades, so she's able to send one at a time or all 5, and if she gets a kill with them, they replenish. So she's able to just keep getting frags, but.
See Mary retreating. It looks like they're maybe going to be rotating to site B. No, they're going to go right back to site A.
Looks like they will. Okay.
We're seeing Bond trying to move in.
You know they're there.
Bomb buddy out.
I'll take that out. Taking out the. She missed her ult. Oh, but they still got the frag. That was tough. So Raze's ult is she's just got a big rocket launcher, pretty big blast radius, one shot. She's able to pull it off.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Europe's the only one that's remaining.
You're very low here. Tough round for Marietta.
Yeah, that is very difficult.
Round 10. We're almost making it to the half because I believe it is 12 and 12. 11, 12. Yep. So they switch on 12. We will have to see what happens here.
Yeah, but Marietta needs to try to find some way to get a couple rounds, because otherwise, even when the roles swap, DePaul's only going to need just one round to take the map if they're able to clean sweep well on offense.
Right. So.
And I'm going to guess it's a little bit like Siege, where it's easier to play on defense than offense. But
Yeah. You're not playing against the clock.
and we're already seeing a very early Zerg. Nice is already on the site, looking to flank from behind.
It's a shotgun kill and does heal up and get out of there.
Spaceman is able to take out some, so this might be the opportunity.
Raise Grenade comes in though, does a good amount of damage. Still 4v5. Knocks it down to 3v3 though. 2-2. Trades are coming in all around. One left for Marietta. 1v2. Just sending her stun out. Not seeing her catching. Don't go to Ash. She sees the tracers. She hears them. Just if she's able to get this frag. 2 stuns come in. Harrison and Wolf to make sure where she is. Get her right through the ball, so. Tough round for Marietta. Pretty close one though. They're able to get some frags, play pretty aggressive, use their abilities well. Marietta just needs to pull some rounds like that, win some more gunfights, and they could definitely pull this one out. Especially on defense, which is a lot easier. I mean, I won't say a lot easier, but it's definitely makes things a little easier because you're not fighting against the clock. You just hold positions.
Help a girl. She's
Yeah,
right.
one thing that's mentioned in chat, and I think I agree with it. I think Marietta's trying to Zerg very quickly. And they have 2 minutes to actually make to the site, and the site's just not that far away. It's not like Siege where you take forever to try to get to the bomb site. So they're just trying to rush right in and see if they can get a pick, but they can play slower. I'm wondering if that first round where they took too long has just kind of affected their gameplay, thinking, okay, we took too long, so we got to play faster.
Right.
And what's happened is too, for Marietta already fallen.
Just spraying through that wall. It's tough. At this point, I would rotate the other site, but Izzy 2v5. I don't know. Let's pick up the Phantom. Caught him there.
Last player standing.
Yeah, Spaceman's the only one that's left. Gonna try to rotate around. But we see the Pulse is kind of chasing him around that area.
Maybe help out a bit. I know someone's behind.
He does take out one.
That one-shot headshot will save you. Doing some great work there. Pulse to be off, so.
They were just waiting for him. They knew he was coming from there, so it's just
they knew where they're at. It was just kind of the process of finding them out. So, last round, hopefully they could fully buy, get the best weapons they're able to. Looks like they're able to get some pretty good stuff. They got some good money saved up, armor, good guns. But we will have to see what Marietta can pull off here. At least take a round, make it a little more difficult on when acting.
it looks like Marietta's hovering around Site B, but they're gonna go straight in.
I'm stunning.
They got one.
An opening frag, so that is good. Brimstone ult does come in and get 2. That was a really good use of his
Last
ult.
player standing.
Tough round for Marietta. That ult just shut it down.
Switching sides.
Yeah, they were just grouped
Match
up
point.
there, and
Definitely a tough round. But the good news for Marietta is they swap sides and they're on defense. Defense is definitely easier. You got the time on your side, and everyone's back to the same weapons. So it's really just about winning your gunfights and playing with your team. Like they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
yeah, Marietta's gonna have to try to go all buy on this because I mean,
Right.
this is game point.
They have to win this round.
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting that some of them have just stuck with pistols and not really investing much. Here we go. It looks like many from the Paul are heading towards Site B. And Visna's gonna have to be very careful. There's 3 there. He's gonna see that arrow come out.
Split up a little bit. I don't know if he's able to hit him with that, but they're gonna be able to take sight. Hopefully, those from Marietta will rotate on sight. So they know where they're at. They're kind of trapped where they're at, but they know they're going to be on the rotate. So Marietta just has to win their gunfights here. 4v5. Look at Fred. Let's pick up one. So 4v4.
Damn, Gravity getting the fix
Marietta,
it.
they caught them on the rotate. Ooh, where they're at. Let's get the frag. 2v3, very winnable here.
Player standing.
Kill though, so there's a 1v3.
Spaceman's all that's left.
Getting the bomb down.
Spike planted.
So it's gonna be up to Spaceman to try to take out the rest and defuse that spike.
Found him. Oh, the shots come in, so he gets stunned. And They know exactly where he's at, so this is going to be a tough spot.
He's only down to 4 health. There's not much he can do.
Very tough. Does send a poison cloud, so they are just pushing him. So he gets stunned. He does get 1 frag though.
But now at this point, it's just mild BM because they know they've won. Because even if he does take out this person, the spike's going to go off.
Alright. That's tough. Just had no time. Was able to get the kills, but...
Attackers win.
So yeah,
tough loss from Marietta.
Yeah, it is a best of 3 though, so we're not out just yet. But we'll go ahead and update the score. So DePaul does take the first. That is not the right button. Weird. Let's try that again. Why is it set up now? Okay. I'll have to fix that later on, see why the script is doing that. But all right, so we're gonna go into the lobby here.
Map 2, Marietta will be defending on Haven though.
Yeah, wait, we gotta make sure. Yeah, just making sure the attack and defending are set up correctly. Alright, just making sure everyone is set up properly.
Seems like after that first game, Marietta was definitely playing pretty aggressive. You know, they had time on the clock and they were kind of pushing it, so maybe they just need to slow down, take their time, win their gunfights, you know, and make sure they take trades too, which is pretty important.
All right, getting the ready checks in, making sure we're good. Here we go. We're on Haven. This time, Marietta will be starting on defense. So we'll see if they can make some adjustments. I mean, obviously, when playing on defense, it's going to be a little different. And I probably need to swap the... Yep, I got to swap the overlay again. So give me a second to make sure we have the correct sides. There we go.
All right.
But this is a very important map because it is a best of 3 and it's a single elimination tournament. So if DePaul is able to take this map, then Marietta will be out of the qualifier tournament.
Yeah, so that will be tough. So we'll have to be able to see what Marietta is able to do here. Haven is a little more difficult to defend because there's actually 3 bomb sites on it. So Marietta will have to spread its coverage a little more. But we will be able to see what they are able to do.
Okay, so we're going to bring up, looks like the Cypher this time for Azadale.
Yep, so Cypher, great information op. He's kind of got, think like Valkyrie from Siege with their cams. He's able to shoot like cams out and kind of scan the area from there. And he can put a tripwire kind of on his flank to make sure no one comes up behind him. Ooh. What he does, Gearwolf locked in Jet here. Space
Select your
Viper.
agent.
So Blackton still needs to pick an agent. What is he going to pick? Needs to pick something. Why did he... Trying to see what's going on here. Alright.
Oh. Attacking, they are going against Sova, Sky, KO, Breach, and Omen. So pretty aggressive lineup, but
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what DePaul's offensive strategy would be, because we only saw just a little bit from that one round last map.
Those are pretty aggressive ops, you know. So heroes. I always say ops from C.
Yeah, I think the term is agents.
Agents, right? There.
It's where every game has their own terms. You got ops, you got
Right.
agents, you got champions, you got heroes. It's hard to keep track.
So we will...
What are they using? Well, it's just weapons and stuff in CS:GO. You don't really have like
Yeah, it's
characters.
just T and CT.
Yeah.
Marietta's able to do this game.
Okay, so it
Hopefully
looks like-
take some rounds starting on defense.
Okay, so it looks like they're gonna have this nice maybe roam between B and C just to kind of spot where the Paul is going.
He just stunned right out. Doesn't find anyone.
The Paul's gonna go straight for site C.
So they are going long. Which it is good to do the first round because no one usually has longer range weapons. One does fall from Marietta, so 4v5, and they are rotating over. Bomb is going down, so 3v5.
Spike planted.
Yeah, they already got the spike planted. Most of Marietta has. Yeah, so Marietta split their defenses, and DePaul anticipated that and went all in on site C.
All long.
Last player standing.
It is a 1v4. There's the final kill on Gearwolf there, so... Up round from Marietta, you know, since there's 3 bomb sites, they kind of have to split their defense. It's pretty thin, so once you know where someone's going, you just have to rotate and hustle over there, so...
Yeah, so in that sense, it might be better to kind of like not have any like too many people over at A or C, but kind of be more in the middle, try to spot where they're going. Because
Right.
it looks like DePaul's going to be maybe going straight for site A or B now. Although what's going to help with Marietta this time is they have a bit more people over in that section. They only have just Bonk over at site C, but now we're seeing DePaul's going to go 3. They're doing a little bit of split. 3 heading towards site A. So Spaceman needs to be ready for this.
Yep, and it seems like they do know where they're going, so they are going to rotate over. Gearwolf does fall, but 4v5.
Toxin screen down.
Spike planted.
Bomb is down. They are going to have to retake the site. So they are in heaven.
Last player standing.
All to 1, so... Top round from Marietta, just unable to take the site. Paul just had better weapons and they were able to win that one. But Marietta should be able to do an eco round. Maybe a full buy. We will have to see. It looks like they are actually going for...
They're going all
Yeah,
out.
so they're going a full buy. Everyone but Gearwolf has the Phantom.
Wow, this is a nice spot.
Let's see.
This goes here.
The Tripwire's out. So if anyone takes B,
Yes, this should
we
do.
will know.
That goes there. Wow, this is a nice spot. Yes,
That
this
is
should do.
camera, so...
Okay, once again, DePaul's going all into site C, it looks like.
They're going long.
And that's going to be a problem for Marietta. They need to kind of back off a little bit because 2 of their players were over at site A, so now they're just still rotating over. So they can't really engage yet until the rest get there. In fact, Bombed and Victimized has already been taken out. Victimized.
Yeah, so they get stunned out.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Up round from Marietta. It just seems like they lost a lot of their 1v1s. Paul was able to take sight, stunned them out, pushed them out of there, got the bomb down, and just took control. So
Yeah, I'm noticing when watching the fights that they're not really getting... They're basically aiming for the chest and stomach when DePaul is able to land those headshots. So they're winning. It really does come to the 1v1. So, I mean... I think part of it is just individual matchups are in DePaul's favor.
right, Marietta has to win their gunfights. That's a huge thing here.
Yeah, and one thing we gotta just keep in mind that this is still a very new Valorant team. Most of the players are kind of at the bronze silver level because they played sub but not a whole lot. So it's a team that's going to get better over time. I mean, just like any of our teams when we start up, I mean, think about when the Rainbow Six team when they first started up.
Oh yeah, those are
Spike
some tough
planted.
matches, but
But yeah, we already see a very early plant by DePaul. I mean, no one was guarding site C, and they were just able to walk right in and plant.
3v5 and they're just Paul just
Last
pushing
player
them out of there.
standing. Long.
first round from DePaul. They just took sight and pushed Marietta out, so...
But yeah, the other reason why I mentioned that the fact that Marietta is right now kind of like bronze, silver rankings is the way the qualifier is set up. The matchups are based on rankings. So right now, Marietta is facing the number 3 team in this qualifier tournament out of 128.
Jeez. So... Paul knows what they're doing.
Yeah, so it is a little bit lopsided with how the seeding works, but that's just the nature of seeding. I mean, you can't complain about it. I guess that's how seeding usually works.
Right, that's just how it goes.
Now, Azadel's ult is ready to go, so we'll see if he uses that in this round, because they need to get some picks. Visanize does take out Bam Gravity, which is a huge start.
We'll see if Azadel is able to rotate on sites. They are going to push up from long, it looks like.
And not a nice pick from Visanize. That's 3. He's taken out 3 so far. Does he get 4? He got 4! Do I hear 5? No, unfortunately, but it's still enough. Azadel was able to clean up, and Marietta takes the round. That was
round from Marietta.
That was insane gameplay there by Visanize, taking out 4. The birthday boy delivers. There's your present for the day. Getting a 4K in that round. Congratulations. Now, we gotta do that again. And again. And again.
But they did it once, so... Full buys from everyone, so... I think DePaul does have a little more credits if they lose this round, so they'll probably be able to full buy again, but...
But yeah, so it looks like they are gonna be... kind of split. So they're going back to their 3-person approach to site A. So Gearwolf needs to be ready.
They're gonna try to take it.
Kind of dodges over, but gets taken out. She's there by herself. Spaceman's trying to work his way down.
Planning. See if Spaceman can take Heaven. They're actually gonna go away from Heaven, so it looks like they are just gonna push together. They're just trying to find someone. They know they're in the corner. Gets stunned. Just falls to him. It's tough to get stunned. Looks like they do get... Do one again, but... It is a 1v4. A difficult spot to take. They take
that one.
See, they just keep annihilating him with stuns. They push him and...
Yeah, it was a good try though, but it's just not enough.
It's tough. It seems like DePaul is playing just very aggressive. They are just taking the site and they are punishing Marietta. Marietta, I mean, they're definitely splitting between A and C, but Marietta, I think they just... I don't know. It's definitely a tough spot.
I mean, it's actually a very interesting strat from DePaul when you think about it, because so far, I haven't seen them go towards Site B at all, have they?
Not at
So
all.
they're always going back and forth between whether it's A or C, and what that does is it forces Marietta to split on opposite sides of the map, because notice they have 2 committed at Site A, because they don't know, is DePaul going to Site A or Site C? So when they go all in on one side, they know that only a few of Marietta is there, and they can just take them out one by one.
Do fall from Marietta, everyone else has to rotate, and DePaul just sweeps on the site. Gets the bomb down, so we'll see if Marietta has to retake this.
Spike planted.
Bomb is down.
It's going to be a challenge.
Found you.
Player
So
standing.
does Azadel. So 1v5. The Spaceman is able to take 1. See if they will get 2, but no, it just falls. It's caught.
But yeah, so, well, I'm going to bet they went all in on Site C. They're going to go all in either Site C or A. I don't see them going...
They're just not going B. I guess, you know, it's working out for them, so...
Yeah, because they don't need to, because they know that there's going to be at least one person all the way at Site C. So, worst case scenario for DePaul, it's going to be a 4v5 if they go all in at Site A.
Right.
Although it looks like we might see a little bit of split here. Does look like one person with DePaul... Well, he's going to be rotating back.
He's rotating back, yep. So it looks like it is going to be an A push. Let's get his trap now. Doesn't see anyone, so he is going to rotate over. Maybe see if he can catch someone mid. It actually does look like there is one person long. Might have been like a little, just to trick people out. So they are going to move into A, and they actually are getting the bomb down. So 2v5 from Marietta.
Last player standing.
1v4, so...
Yeah, just very early on with those picks. And This guy's nowhere near site A. There's just not much he can do.
Right. And they're just stunning them and just punishing them. So, with the Guardian here, let's see if Marietta can do something.
Does get one.
Escape one. Gets caught in the first one corner. So. Marietta is able to get. They're able to get a full buy though, so they're actually set. So full buy versus full buy. They have a Vandal, 3 Phantoms. Paul has.
Yeah, and they have 4 ults ready to go. Have any of them used their ults yet?
I don't believe I've seen an ult yet. So they could be able to take a round if they use their ults correctly.
Yeah, I feel like they need to use their ults. But once again, here we go. The ball's going all in on site C. There's 2 at site A, so it's all going to be. Oh, it's a 1-for-1 trade.
1 trade and being stunned out. They know he's there. He does fall. Here again, stunned out. Gearwolf moving her way up just to take sight. Does have her ult ready, so let's see.
Spike planted.
Let's save it for another round. Baseman does fall, so it is a 2v4. Azadale is able to get a
Last player standing.
But that's just 1v1s. Like he started aiming for the head, but he saw the cursor going down to the leg. You got to be able to maintain those headshots if you're going to be a 1v1 the opponent.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess they didn't get the number 3 seed for nothing, so they definitely just have some pretty good aim. So
yeah, haven't been able to look up their information ahead of time, but yeah, they have to be ranked pretty high if they're seeded number 3. It is 8-1 in Paul's favor.
Cover going out. There they are.
All right, but it looks like the Paul's going to go all in C again. The Paul's starting to use their ults. They're popping everything to take this round, but Marietta's winning the fights.
It's a nice spray down long. It is a 4v2 right now.
C.
4v1. I'm sorry, 3v1. Spike is down. There's 1 person left. So Marietta, they just have to play together. Bonk here pretty low though. So he is sending his drone to see if he could catch anyone on long. He does not know where they are.
He's going to see damn gravity right there.
See where it are. So 3v1, they just got to play together. Bonk is pretty low, so he able to get something there. He's sending some arrows in. Some shock darts in, trying to catch anyone.
Well, see, this is an interesting approach that we haven't really seen too much. Like, when you know you lost a round, it's probably better just to stay alive if you can, because that way you keep your weapons.
Right. So you don't ruin your economy, because once you start getting, start losing rounds after rounds, it's tough to rebuy.
Like,
rounds.
Bam knows he doesn't need, he knows he's lost a round. So why try to go in? Or just do that and be able to take out another one from... Like, Marietta just needs to run down the clock at this point.
No more charges left.
10 seconds left.
The Bonk will get the killing blow, and Marietta does take the round.
Good round from Marietta. They got a nice spray down long. They called DePaul out. They're like, hey, you've been doing this too much. This is what we're going to do.
But here we go. Marietta has... So, and here's the thing that's really interesting with that last round. DePaul used like 3 or 4 of their ults.
Right, so
and they still lost.
And Marietta has most of their ults, I believe. Actually,
they have all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have yet to use any ults. And I know it's something we talked about in practice, is you just use the ults so you can get it back again and use it multiple times, but it's like they're afraid to use their ults.
Goes there. Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice one.
Take it out, so it's going to be an A push from DePaul too.
Yeah, they're not going all in on A, but they are rotating around.
I do not know if they found it yet, but it is about to fall, so...
A lot of vision being impaired.
Exactly. Ball is taking their time. They're slowly working their way up. You'll might be able to catch someone off here. Oh, just sadly gets back out here. The Spaceman is in his Toxin Cloud. Let's see if he's able to catch someone. He's out. They do stun him, so they are going to be pushing up on him, and they do catch him in his stun, or
Yeah.
his smoke cloud, so... I was going to use his ult,
player
but gets
standing.
killed during it. That is tough. I'm sorry, that's not his ult, but that's...
Yeah, they haven't used any of their
No,
ults.
he's right. I think Push, they know exactly where he's at, so...
See, Bonk is just trying to retreat because tries to take over. He takes out one, but he does end up going down.
A second, so...
Last round before the switch.
So yeah, only one ult was used that last round. Just Viper's ult.
Viper ult, yeah. Let's see, Marietta might have to go eco. Punchers, Phantom, Sheriff, and a Judge. Able to get some early frags. They take
So,
Paul's
looks like-
weapons and
Oh, we're gonna see a collapse on Site B. This is the first time that they're going for Site B. And Azael's gonna get one pick, but he's gonna end up going down the jelly.
Judge, so one for one trade. Here, Wolf using her ult gets a kill out here. So
Spike down mid.
as you remember, her blades are refreshed. Full utility. So 3v2.
And the spike is down as well.
Exactly. Gets stunned, but not pushing up. Keep Marietta can catch anyone.
One
Little bit of
enemy
damage.
remaining.
Alright, so 3v1.
Spike down mid.
Let's see. 2v1, so
Last player standing.
let's get the kill. So good round.
Yeah, that 1v1 right at the very end, but it's exactly what Marietta needed. They used a lot of
Switching
their,
sides.
they used 4 of their ults, but it paid off.
Right.
I mean, they had to because otherwise they weren't going to be able to use it.
Right, it was
when
the
rules
last round, so they might as well use it. So 3-9, definitely not a bad stat line.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's a better position than they were in the last match.
Right, they're taking rounds, they're playing together. It seems like they're winning more of their gunfights, and they're using their abilities, you know, to be able to win those gunfights, which is their job. So good job from Marietta here. So it seems like they are going to be doing an A push here. They might only have one on A and that 4 mid, I want to say.
Yeah, they don't have anyone on C.
So they might keep a lot of people mid just so they can rotate to either side. So yeah, is pushing up here.
Scanning ahead.
They're gonna take this site. They're gonna push up. So Silva pushing up, trying to catch anyone through the smoke. Does a little bit of damage. One is low. Does good amount of damage. Paul explosive. Gearwolf with 2 kills here though. It is a 4v3, 3v2.
Spike down A.
Right,
Last
so it is
player.
a 1v2. So let's see. Sadly,
It was a good try. It's
it
just
was
a
a
little,
good try.
little chaotic, but
A lot of stuff happened that round, but it was a tough round for Marietta, but suddenly they're just falling. Nice double kill though, so good attempt from Marietta. We'll see what they could do here. So they're still on a pistol round. Paul is doing equal.
yeah,
So-
the Paul is buying
This
stuff
is
because they
gonna
know
be
they're
fun.
just a couple rounds away from winning the whole match.
Right. They're buying out. Marietta going A again. Hopefully it will
This-
work out for them. He's going mid, so he might be able to catch him. He's trying to catch person in heaven, but Saley falls to the dart.
I still trying to get the pick, but they're
Stuck out there by Sheriff, so the 3v5 Jelly is trying to catch him on the
Player standing.
rotate, so 1v5
Spike
Spike
down
is
A.
down. But it is very difficult to pull off. They don't know that he actually went mid though, so they do not know where he is. So he might be able to catch some people.
possibly. But yeah, I mean, a lot of that just went for Bam Gravity, just able to take out 3 from Marietta on the high ground. Now Bob's gonna try to see if he picks something behind. Nice pick from behind. Yeah, may not win this round, but he'll take that as a moral victory.
Exactly.
Oh, there's
That
two.
is actually 2. Let's get stunned. They're gonna push him out of there. Let's see if he is able to get 3. Oh, just getting stunned everywhere. Looks like they're just trying to melee him in the corner there, so.
We will say this, even if the round doesn't look good, at least they're not giving up. You never give up, never surrender.
Exactly.
But with that said, DePaul's only 2 rounds away from taking the series. So we'll see what Mario's gonna do. It looks like they are going to at least have a little bit in their economy to
They actually
buy
do have a. I'm sorry, that's DePaul that has an off, so they will have to watch. I don't actually know if it's off. It might be sitting heaven with it, so I think it might be able to take long. They're taking the all point, moving up. There's only 2 on this side. And do fall from Marietta. It looks like they did a bit of a split push, so are stunned. 2-2, 1-for-1 trade, so 2v4 for Marietta, 2v3. Steel's able to take one there, so 2v3, they do know where they is, so they're gonna stun him.
Last player standing.
Yeah, they just keep blinding him and taking him out.
Yeah. With that stun, it's hard to be able to do anything.
Match
So we are at
point.
match point, and we see that Bam Gravity has his ult ready to go. So that is going to be very scary for the Pioneers. They have to win this round to stay in the tournament.
At this point, they should have enough economy for a full buy, hopefully. Yep. Let's see.
They have to full buy. They have to buy whatever they can.
Right.
Oh, it looks
Let's
like
go.
Bonk doesn't have a whole lot to work. I mean, he's got some more credits.
Bonk's taking the sheriff. We got a judge and 3 specters. So if they're able to get a frag here, at least it'd be able to help them out.
And there, Bam Gravity just popping that ult very early on to see if he can get an early pick. Does not connect.
That is
Although
fine.
Azdale does take some damage.
This one, it does take 1. 1-for-1 trade there. 4v4. Does fall to the off. That is tough. There.
The 3v4.
They are just going for the frag. Azadale getting out of there. Does he catch him? Victor Nice does catch 1, but does fall. So it is a 2v3.
Last player standing.
2v3. Azadale just saving
So it's just up the Bonk.
Bonk taking a gunfight here.
He's
I'm sorry,
bringing a knife to a
fight.
gunfight. You're not supposed. You never bring a knife to a
Never bring a
gunfight.
knife to a gunfight. So a difficult game for Marietta, but they were able to take 3 rounds, which is better than the first game. So showing progress.
Considering that this is a very new Valorant team.
And they're playing the number 3 seed.
Yes.
I mean, it's a difficult match.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of less. I think they can learn a lot from this. But yeah, so unfortunately, Marietta does fall to DePaul, so they will be out of the tournament. But there is another qualifier tournament next week. So the Pioneers will have a week to kind of learn from it, improve on it.
To practice,
and
maybe do some VOD review, some aim training, lock it down for next week.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, for a first competition, they did well. We can learn stuff from it. And once again, we got to wish Hayden a happy birthday. Once again, at 4K that he had, that one round was awesome.
That was amazing. That was definitely going to the highlight reel. So
Yes. But all right, so that's going to be it for us right now. We will have one more match later on tonight when our Overwatch team will be coming back and be playing against Lords University in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. So that would be a very exciting matchup. Lords right now is at Hugh Fest, and I think they've made it to at least the semifinals. So they're a top contender in the country. So it's going to be very exciting to see them play tonight. But that'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It might be a little bit later, just depending on when Lords gets home. But please be sure to come back for that. But for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. You can check out all of our previous matches on our YouTube channel at bit.ly/Marietta Esports. Dylan, thank you for coming in today to help at least talk a little bit, giving some insight about
Of course,
Valorant.
help out any way I can. You know, you're out here, you definitely learn about the game, so that's definitely good.
All right, well, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you later on tonight.